Welcome. Well, guys, here it is. I'm finally making a video after I don't know how many weeks, but all I know is that I had to make a video on my most favorite manga that I'm currently reading right now, which is Undead Unluck. Volume 2 just released a couple days ago, and it's so damn cool to be rereading the Gina arc, the spoil arc, and the beginning of the Victor arc. As I've read these chapters, I noticed that this manga has beautiful art, and the spreads in this volume are amazing. I mean, really, the series loves to spoon feed you with the spreads, and I'm not complaining because I'm loving it. I mean, the manga has 71 chapters out right now. It's barely going to reach its achievement of 100 chapters. Woo! So in this volume, we meet a new character. Her name is Gina, loved by the UU fans. I mean, just look at her outfit. I love the aestheticness of it. I love the schoolgirl vibes that she has going on. Regardless, in my opinion, I think she is a total badass. Obviously, she can be a little obsessive when it comes to Andy, since she claims she has been loving him for many years now. Her power scheme is so cool when I come to think about it. With her negation ability being unchanged, she has the ability not to age, which is kind of important in this arc. In reality, she's around in her late 60s, but she decides to be 16 again, all for Andy to see that she hasn't changed and has remained the same since the last time they saw each other. We see past memories where Andy was captured by the Union and he became friends with Gina, who was always on guard watching him, trying to see if he wouldn't escape, stuff like that. I think that's where it's being implied that she fell in love with him in that time. With her being part of the Union, reminder, we barely don't know anything about the Union at this point in the manga, except that they're this secret organization that fights monsters created by God and captures or kills the negators that they think is a threat to the world. Andy and Fuko have to kill Gina in order to secure seats in the Union. That way they'll be safe from the Union trying to capture them or kill them. The thing about this is that as a reader, you actually already start to like Gina from the beginning. You don't want her to be killed by the two main characters, which I think it's really important because in some mangas, you get introduced to these characters, and from the beginning you're just like, oh my god, I want them to die. At some point you start to pity her as she explains what she went through in the Union. Gina is a character that was forced to do these quests without having any background information as to why she has to do them, besides already knowing that these quests bring change to the world. I mean, I just love the sad themes in her story. That's the thing about this manga. I really like that the author isn't afraid to kill some of the characters. I mean, Void got killed by Andy, but who cares about Void? Shoo. Within volume 2, we also get chapters of the spoil arc, and we see a new character here as well. The spoil arc was where I realized that this story has massive potential. The art is fantastic, well done. The story of it is amazing, super spectacular. I mean, what else can I say? We got Andy fighting off zombies with the unbreakable katana and this beautiful spread. Once we see Uma's spoil, this is where the story starts to get really crazy from here with the power schemes. Uma's spoil is this big monster created by God. Because they're in the world, their presence being there, and now things on Earth can spoil. If they're killed, things on Earth won't be spoiled. And that's how it works with all these Umas in the world. The power scheme in this manga is very unique in this aspect with the Umas. With trying to defeat Spoil arrives one of my favorite characters, Victor. Now, Victor is a mysterious character that we barely have information on. Now, from what we know as readers, we come to the conclusion at this point in the manga that Victor and Andy are two souls in one body. This is sort of brought back and is kind of explained in the autumn arc which is considered one of the best arcs in the series. And with that being said, Victor claims that he's the original owner of the body, that Andy just took control of the body, suppressing Victor for 200 years. In this arc, we see Victor acting like a villain, and he tries to kill Fuko for the first time out of the a million times he tries to do so later on. This is the arc where we sort of see some sort of romance between Andy and Fuko, which I fully support. This is the arc where they finally share their first kiss, and it was truly amazing to see. Fuko thought she had lost Andy to Victor trying to take control, and then from there she started crying, she got sad, and she's like, oh my god, I gotta go save my man. The romance in this series is just top notch. It's really where the story picks up its pace, and it's just amazing with the spoil arc, the Victor arc, Gina arc included. It is amazing. This is the volume where we see how the union works. We get introduced into all of the characters, the side characters, the main squad, and from there we're just like, whoa, who are these characters? I want to know their backstories, you know? We also see that like these quests are given by a book. Its name is Apocalypse, and Apocalypse, it's a very funny character. I actually like Apocalypse. We don't know how Apocalypse came to be. How did he get to the Union? It could be that he might be in Uma itself, but then again, we don't know. Apocalypse is the one that gives quests to the Union and rewards and stuff, but I also believe that Apocalypse has a connection with God and stuff, because later on we see in the recent chapters that came out clips saying that the Union should be feeling lucky for God giving them rewards after each quest that they complete. So from there, I got the impression that Apocalypse have some sort of communication with God or something. Yeah, the idea with God in this story, it's not the same God in our world. It's a different God. We basically know that God is evil in this story, and they're the ones that are like destroying the world, bringing back the world, and we don't know this till like a couple chapters later on. Volume 2 was truly amazing and captured my heart once again, and I fully enjoyed reading these chapters again as I come to realize that it's not an easy read, and you really have to take everything slowly, all this information that comes through. And I highly recommend it. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend you read this manga because it is amazing. I love the art. The story is unique from everything that happens. The power schemes is just so amazing. Like, the author really did it in this manga. Changing the topic, a leak came out on Twitter saying how there were domains being purchased already, with the big announcement of Undead Unluck finally getting the anime that we were waiting for. I mean, now it's strange. Okay, it's strange. One account that brought out the leak got nuked, right? And the other account remained private on that day. With that being said, it sure adds some credibility, right? But afterwards, all these leak announcements coming out from other accounts, yet none of them showed any proof. I want to see actual information, such as studio, voice actors, some sort of promotional poster. Anyone can say, Undead Unluck anime coming soon. I can go on Twitter right now and say, Undead Unluck anime coming soon. But then people might not believe me since I'm just spitting out words with no proof. You're just hyping up people for no reason. As I said this before many times now, I feel like Davis Pro would be a fantastic studio for this series. I love their color schemes in JoJo. I love how it changes too. They go crazy with their color palettes in JoJo. Their sound effects and Fire Force anime is just amazing. With this being said, I am 50-50 with the leaks, as again, I need to see evidence. Undead Unluck will get the anime soon. but I just feel like these leaks are sort of incorrect in the way they're coming out. No evidence. Undead Unluck anime will come out naturally within its own time. For now, I will wait till Jump officially announces that it's getting its anime. Thank you so much for watching my video. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of Undead Unluck and I love it so much. And I really want the anime to come into reality and see it on my TV. Like, you have no idea. If you're an Undead Unluck fan with a Discord account, be sure to become a member of the Undead Unluck server. We get really lit in there. Woo! Thank you all and have a great weekend.